Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lighting's so fucked up. Lighting's so fucked up. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Love's Absolute coming to you live from the tribe. Hey, yeah, I had a dream 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Uh, Source wanted me to share this, so I'm going to share this dream. Basically, in the dream, so I was sitting down with a good bunch of friends. We had a table. It's like kind of like at a school, indoor school. It was kind of like middle school, but like you had the opposite side. You had like, you know how you go under a bridge or a tunnel. Hold on. You go under a bridge or a tunnel. It was connected to like the cafeteria area. That's what it was. We were all sitting there, and then we were all very nervous. We were very scared. We were all very upset in the dream. In the dream, not in reality. In the dream. So we were all sitting there. We're just like, what's going on? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I feel confused. I don't know what to do. But we knew what to do. We knew how to proceed. We knew how to proceed when selected as a target. So, anyways, this guy in a black trench coat, almost like if you watch the movie, not Minority Report. What is it called? Equilibrium. The security guards in Equilibrium, they looked exactly like that. And then what they started doing, they started taking each person and they come around with a machine, and then they put like a chip inside your left hand side. Looks like a watch. It looks like an Apple Watch, and then they put a what is it called? A mechanical robotic arm on your right hand side, and it was tripping me out because they took my hand and then like it's almost like they like chopped it off and put it like a mechanical hand. It's freaking out, and they put a robotic hand and they put the chip watch on my hand, but like it was bedded into my left hand. It was weird. It was crazy. And then I'm freaking out, and all my friends are looking at me, and I'm looking at them like, "Is this really happening?" We're like, "Yeah, it's really happening." And it's funny because like it was some of my coworkers there, and we were like, "Oh snap!" And then they kept going around the table and to the next group and the next group, basically. And I was freaked out, and I was like looking at my hand. I was like, "Wait a minute!" And something said like, "Push the hand through. Push your hand through." I pushed my hand through, and the freaking arm, the robotic arm, came right off. Like it came right off, but I still had the chip in my left hand side. So I was like, "Yeah." So basically, I don't know how we escaped. We escaped. I think we just like all like snuck away and escaped because they were trying to keep us there. It was like prison, but like it's not a prison like you think. Like it's kind of like when prisoners get together and they are like in the rec room or they're in the cafeteria. It's like that, but like this is like at a middle school. It tripped me out because this is like at a middle school, and I was just like, "What is that?" And this is really weird. It's really interesting and weird. But it was kind of cool. We all skate. We were all having fun. We were all on water slides and stuff like that, and we were just like chilling out. But Source wanted me to share that with you. I don't know what it means. I could go into 1,000 reasons why, but why did I share that? Because it shows again my design. What is my design? Master intuitive. If you look at my relationship or wisdom quadrant, let's put it in my wisdom quadrant. How do I understand wisdom? I understand wisdom through uh, wait, intuition, peace, master of intuition, master of inward knowing, master of knowing how to connect with people without opening my mouth, master of knowing what's going to happen before it happens, master of knowing what to do and how to do it, even though I'm in a very new situation that I've never been into. So that's why, I wanted to share that. And how's that beneficial to me? How does that like help me in my life? Well, there's many situations. For example, when I was at work on Friday, and when something said, you know what, you should get up and leave and like go and work with the warehouse guys, and I went up and left. And the boss was upset, rightfully so, because I should have talked to her. But I feel like she would have tried to keep me there. They always do this control shit. Like, I need to control this motherfucker. And I'm just like, no, bro. Like, you're not controlling me. I don't do the control shit. That control shit needs to fucking stop. Because that's a bunch of bullshit, as far as I'm fucking concerned. It needs to stop. They try to exercise control over environments, relationships, and activities they have no right or authority or authentication to control. They have no authority or authentication or right to control. So I went and worked with the warehouse guy, and she was like, "Oh, you need to clock out." I was like, "Okay, fine, I clock out, whatever." Because I'm still clocked in. The reason why you double clock is they want to see what you're doing between those 8 hours. That's how fucking paranoid these motherfuckers are. They're paranoid like that. They're so afraid. They don't trust anybody. They don't trust anybody. That's why they have them on the line. Always double clock in. I never saw that before. Like, maybe it happens at other corporations. I usually just clock in once and we're done. Not like 2 or 3 times. Every time you go to a new area, which is ridiculous to me. That's how it's the vibration of fear. False evidence appearing real, or of the past. So the past is going to repeat in the present. The present is going to repeat in the future. So we better stop it now. Like, no, dude, you don't need to stop anything. You need to just check yourself before you wreck yourself. Another study for another time. Anyways, so I went and clocked out and I walked away. And sure enough, dude, they were like tripping out, like, "Oh, who's gonna pack it?" I was worried, and I was just like, "Okay, well, let me go check it." These motherfuckers, we're supposed to have 30 of them done. 30, 1 or 2, 30, at least 30. Okay. I left about 10 a.m. I come back at 2:12. They had like 8 up there. I'm like, "Are y'all serious?" This is what I mean by intuition. And the guy who took me under his wing, very grateful. You know who you are if you see this video. Just taught me all sorts of things: how the warehouse works, how to do inventory, how to learn it, how to package things, how to recognize things, and reading the code and the number, and up and down. Down is lower, and then upper is higher. Yeah, down is lower, upper is higher. That's how that works. Which was amazing, because it's like I never knew that shit, but like I don't know. Well, I cancel what I just said and I rewrite that. I do know. I like to learn new things, but at the same time, I need to practice those things. It makes no sense for me to learn all this stuff if I'm not practicing it. Practice makes perfect. And that's what it is, man. Practice makes perfect. The reason why I say all that, because like the reason why I know my design, because I take the time to study it. Do I wish to study it more in depth? Yeah. My objective, my intention is to know my design to the point where like governments, like foreign countries, will come and kill everybody else, but they'll kidnap me. And they're like, use your giftedness. Use your giftedness, because we know you have a specific giftedness. And we want you to use your psychic ability. We want you to use your intuition. We want you to use your diplomacy, your ability to persuade. 2 means your ability to persuade anyone. You can persuade. I can persuade anyone. I can persuade myself. I can persuade anyone. That's my giftedness. Why? You match it with what? Communication. I just do my month, my day, my year, my niche, my narrative, and my niche, my narrative, and my name. That's how I know. You have to be taught that. You have to be taught the truth about you. That's what that is. Knowing the truth of you benefits you. How does it benefit you? You know what you can and cannot do. You know how to do it. You know when to do it. You know how to generate, operate, and direct. You know how to create wealth. That's the first benefit. You know how to create wealth innately, naturally. You don't need, I know everyone's on this digital marketing thing. What is digital marketing? Digital advertising is basically your ability to use data to make somebody buy something. I study your patterns, your behaviors, and your routines online to make sure you buy from me. I study that. I store. Well, first of all, I store it. They store it. They store it. They study it, and then they sell it to other people. That's how people. That's how money is made online. With that in mind, they store your information. They study your information, and then they sell that. They tell other companies, hey, you need to get on this because it's like, people, according to people's behavior, like your actions, your patterns, what you do online, this is more likely. It's like, instead of you just buying at random, they want to make sure you buy according to their preferences, not your own preferences. I said again, they want you to buy according to not your own preferences, but their preferences. So basically, they're telling you, buy this, buy that. It's just like brainwashing. Very subtle MK Ultra. Like, really, if you look at it, it's MK Ultra shit. I say a word, I say a trigger, you see a picture, and you get triggered emotionally. That's what I specialize in, visual storytelling. What is visual storytelling? Be able to communicate a story, an idea, a story, or a concept without using words. I just use pictures. That's it. Picture, picture, picture. Now you apply that to therapeutics. Say like you have a bratty kid or, whatever, a bad kid. You can yell at him, you scream at him, you do all that shit, but why does he feel like that? Where do you learn that from? You learn that shit from somewhere. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And that's what it is. When it's the same concept. It's the same concept when how to perceive when it's selected as a target. On sale right now for $19.99. Check it out. Email me at loveisabsolute3@gmail.com. Check me out. It's the same thing. It's that same mentality. If you look at what is it called? Not Brat Camp. It's called it's like Brat Camp. There's a name for it. The guy runs it, Brat Camp. So basically, these kids go in there and they're all like, they think they're the shit. They think like their actions don't affect anybody. No, you got people who are bigger, more stronger than you. There's one kid, he was just like challenging like everyone, like beat me, kill me, steal me, da 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 da. I don't care. It's like, whoa. And I love how the main director stepped in. He was just like, bro, it's not about that. Like, calm down, whoa. And he checked him. He's just like, but he did it and he treated him with respect. He's like, this is how it is. I'm going to win. Just go with the program. This is not about you and your pride. A lot of times our pride just means your ability to not be open, not to change how you think. You don't even have to change. You just consider changing. Just consider it. You're absolutely sold. Like, this is the way it needs to be. This is the way it should be. It cannot be any other way. That's what pride is. It cannot be any other way. I'm hell-bent on doing it my way. Because why? I can, and because I can, because I'm a God, and I expect other people to worship me as a God, not knowing these other people are gods too, and goddesses too. They're equal. They're not. See, that's the thing. This whole, vaccine thing, it's all about what? I'm above you, you're below me. No, we're all equals, okay? Whether, we are using our equality, our generating, operating, directing equality to create or destroy, that's up to us. But people don't have a right to tell other people what the fuck to do. I know, that's contrary. Like, oh, well, what about government, law, all this stuff? Well, yeah, because you know why? Because people don't know their innate law. I need to do a whole series on that. People don't know that they have their own innate code of conduct, their own innate law. Okay, law means law. Boundaries. You have your innate boundaries. This is what you can and cannot do. Okay? They don't understand that. People don't understand that they have their own innate standard operating procedures, SOP. They don't understand that. Everyone has that. But if you find that out and that comes to the surface, what do you think the people... Remember, you have 5 to 10% controlling 90%. The top, the pyramid, that's what the pyramid is. Look at, in God we trust. What does that mean? In guns, oil, and drugs we trust. That's what it is. In guns, oil, and drugs we trust. Or gold, I say gold, oil, and drugs we trust. That's what they trust in. That's their God. I want to thank guns, oil, and drugs we trust. Why? Why do I want to say that? What is the point of that? What is that? What is that? Because they don't trust in their innate design. It's just like the more and more the world goes on, the more and more the world changes, the more and more the world decides we don't want to be a part of Source. We don't like Source. What Source created inside of me, I hate. Why do I hate what's inside of me? Because I've been taught to hate. Because everyone keeps telling me, hey, hate what's inside of you. No. Because things outside of you are way better than what's inside of you. And this is the lie. This is the deception, the lie. Again, what's the thief's purpose? The thief's purpose is steal, kill, and destroy. Steal, kill, destroy. Distract, deceive, disrupt what's inside of you. If you understood how powerful, that's the thing. It's not about people's outside personalities. It's about people's innate ability. It's not about people's outside personality. It's about people's innate ability. And that's what matters. That's what counts. That's why you have problems with parenting. People don't know how to parent because they don't know how themselves. How can you parent your kid? You can't even parent yourself. You're fucking out of control. You wonder why your kid's out of control. Your kids are a direct reflection of you. Every person in your life is a direct reflection of you. How you think, how you act, how you feel, negative or positive. I don't care if your judgment, your what is that called? Disdain for other people. Well, that's a mirror. Mirroring analysis. That's what I do. I do mirroring analysis. That's a mirroring analysis therapeutics. That's what I do. That's my design. Why? Intuitive. 2. Okay? 4, stability. 6, compassion. Detail. Beauty. Nurturing. Protector. That's what I do. Analysis. 7. 5, freedom. Assertiveness. 8, executive. 1, verbal expressive. Why? Because your kids feel like they can't even verbally express themselves with respect and compassion. Because why? Low self-esteem. That's what, if you look at all the negative behaviors, it's either, every behavior on planet Earth from every human or AKA monster in a dirt suit. You're not really a monster, but they fucking told you that. As a result, either either you're in love or you're in hate. If you like your job but you don't love it, you hate your fucking job, dude. Say it. I hate my job. I know I fucking hate my job. You know why? Because I come in there with a fury. I come in there with a innate fury, dude. I feel so strongly about what I do. I know I have to come in there and transmute the energy, because the energy is always negative, down. Oh, I'm scared. You're scared of a man, a woman that has so quote unquote perceived power? No, it don't work like that, man. But it does work like that. Why? Because we give our power to other people. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to stop giving your power away to other people. It is time to stop giving your power away to other people. It is time to stop worshiping other people. This whole Jeezy and Gucci Man. Yeah, it was great, the ending. But why are people so obsessed about that? Why? I'll tell you why. Because they don't see worth and value in themselves. They're so worried about what other people are doing, they don't see worth and value in themselves. They worship these people. Like, why are you worshiping these people? They're your equal. They're not above you. They're not below you. They're your equal. That's how it works. You understand? You're a reflection of source or they're anti-source. Pick one. Pick one. There's 2 sides. Source or anti-source. Cosmogrator. Source or cosmogrator. That's it. You can boil everything down. Everything in your life. Either I'm in the vibration of the cosmogrator, the anti-source, or source code. Universal source code energy. Let's go deeper than that. Infinite source code energy. Infinite. Things that come from source are infinite. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to stop being a victim, stop being victimized, and stop being a loser. It is time for us to start being a winner, start being our design, start being our purpose, start being a generator, operator, director. It is time for us to stop being a consumer of data. We are producers of infinite data, okay? We use our data to produce product, service, information that benefits us and other innate data producers. For more information on how to start, continue, and finish every project, every book, every project, every e-course for your innate, purpose-based data production, email me at loveisabsolute3@gmail.com. Email me at loveisabsolute3@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you found this video and this information beneficial, helpful, and empowering. Brothers, pound. Sisters, behave.